Guys, as you can see, I'm here at the Gold Coast, the capital of where people have pools. And I've been able to review both the Surfer S1 and the Surfer S2. And I got to tell you, they both genuinely surprised me. But in this review, I'm going to put them both head to head. Should you go for either one? Should you upgrade? And which one is the best? Now, originally back in the past, I used the Surfer S1. And it impressed me when I first reviewed it. And I thought it was one of the smartest pool skimmers I tested. Then I used the S2. And it made me realize just how much better the category could get. Hi everyone, Andy here. And today we're doing a proper head to head of the Surfer S1 versus Surfer S2. I've tested both of these in my own pool in real conditions. I'm going to break down exactly what changed, what's genuinely better, and whether the S2 is actually worth stepping up to. So let's go and look now at how I found them. So I've got to tell you, after testing both in my pool at the Gold Coast, the difference blew me away. The Aiper Surfer S1 I reviewed, I loved it. And still one of the best pool skimmers I've tested on the channel. But the S2, the Surfer S2 made me realize how much better the category could actually get. And why would you want these guys? Because if you've got a pool that collects leaves, pollen, debris, you want to know which one of these is actually going to help keep it spotless with the least effort from you. Links are in the description and also links to the full videos if you should do it. Guys, let's get into it and make sure if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification button. All your support helps for real world reviews. So let's start with the design, because when you put these side by side, you can immediately see the S2 has evolved. The S1 is sleek, lightweight, catamaran design, solar panel on top. When I first picked it up though, it reminded me of the city cats they use in Brisbane. Don't know if you guys have seen them. They just skim across the river. Light, well built, UV resistant materials. At 5.8 kilos, it's easy to handle and drop in the pool. The S2 comes in at 5.7 kilos. Slightly lighter, but it feels more solid. More refined, more premium. Aiper have clearly looked at the S1 and thought about every detail. Out of the box, you get the skimmer, the DC charger, the manual, and a small orange foam noodle that goes in the skimmer port. It's an important detail. Don't leave it in the basket, or guys, it'll block the operation. Both are UV resistant, built for Australian conditions, designed to live outside next to your pool without falling apart. But the S2 feels the more mature product. You can feel it the moment you pick it up. Now what I want to do now is let's go and put them both in the water. Let's look at the S1, then look at the S2, and then come back and let's see what you think. As you can see, they both work very, very well running backwards and forwards on the pool. And the one thing you can probably see about those is the solar panel on top. You see, this S1 has a solar panel on top. Charging the sun, runs for 12 hours, and you can manually charge it with a DC adapter when needed. That's good. Worked well for me in the pool on the Gold Coast, where we get sun basically every day. The S2, though, the Surfer S2, is basically what Aiper calls SolarSeeker technology. And this is the one that got me. When the battery starts running slow, the S2 actually moves itself towards sunlight to recharge. It seeks out the sun, tops itself up about 15 minutes, then goes straight back to cleaning. As long as you've got sun, this thing just keeps on going on its own. And on a single DC charge, 35 hours, the Surfer S1 does 12. I ran the Surfer S2 for 2 days in my pool without touching it once. Solar kept topping up the whole time. Pool stayed spotless. That's not just an upgrade, it's a completely different level of set and forget. Now what about navigation? Well, this is where the S2 really separates itself. The S1 uses ultrasonic sensors to navigate and avoid walls. It works well, bumps gently off the sides and keeps moving. For what it is, it's impressive. The Surfer S2 uses what Aiper calls DTOF obstacle detection. Dual optic sensors that detect walls, ladders and pool edges before it gets there. Slows down, pivots, takes another path, smooth, deliberate, efficient, no bumping. No wasted movement, just smart coverage. Watching the S2 run in my pool, it accelerates across, slows itself down before the wall, spins around and keeps going. It looks and moves like a much smarter machine than the S1. And because it's not bumping off walls, it covers the pool faster and more efficiently. The Surfer S2 also has a stuck alert built into the app. If it gets caught in a step or edge, your phone tells you immediately. On the S1, you have to go outside and check. Small feature, guys, but very useful. Both have anti-stranding design with adjustable columns underneath that prevent them getting stuck on steps or shallow edges. My pool, guys, as you can see, has some tricky edges and corners, and both handle them well. But the S2 handles them more confidently every time. Actually, you've been paying footage of them working as well, They're super quiet, you can't hear them, and they work so well. Now what about the basket and filter? Well, it's a genuine upgrade on the Surfer S2. The Surfer S1 has a 5 litre basket, 200 micron filter, good capacity, handles a variety of debris types, and is easy enough to clean. The Surfer S2 though has a 4 litre basket, but with a side drawer design that sides out without spilling anything back into the pool. If you've ever emptied a pool skimmer and watched half the debris fall back in the water, you know exactly why this matters. The S2 solves that completely. Side it out, tip it, hose it off, done. The filter is finer too. 150 microns on the S2 versus 200 on the S1. That means it catches smaller particles. Fine, dust, pollen, algae floating on the surface, the stuff that makes your pool look slightly off even when it looks clean. The S2 gets it all off, the S1 misses some of that. The other thing about this is edge cleaning mode is new on the Surfer S2. It's one of those features that sounds minor until you see it working. The Surfer S1 covers the pool in a zigzag pattern and does it well. But the debris floating along the walls and corners, it doesn't always catch that. The Surfer S2 has a dedicated edge cleaning mode. 10 minutes, focus specifically on the pool perimeter. It automatically alternates between full pool coverage and edge passes. You don't have to set it up, you don't have to think about it, it just happens. For a pool like mine with different shapes, guys, edges, that makes a real practical difference. Now one thing that surprised me is the Surfer S2 has a built-in chlorine dispenser. Pop in a standard 3-inch chlorine tablet and it slowly releases as the skimmer moves around the pool. Adjustable rate depending on your pool size and climate. Keeps your water balanced while it cleans the surface. One less thing to think about, isn't it? And one less thing to do. I didn't actually expect this feature on a surface skimmer, and honestly became one of my favorite things about the S2. The S1 doesn't even have this, not even close. The app on both devices has always been one of the things I like about Aiper, but the Surfer S2 app feels like a proper control center now. Start, stop, cleaning schedules, battery status, cleaning history, real-time notifications for blockages and baskets. I mean, it's got it all, guys. Stuck alerts, remote control, edge cleaning. Guys, it's all there on your phone. I could be sitting there at night, exactly like right now, and know exactly what's happening in my pool. That's a Gold Coast lifestyle right there. Clean pool, zero effort. Don't even have to go outside. The Surfer S1 app is good. The Surfer S2 app is great. So Surfer S1 versus the Surfer S2. Drum roll, please. What's the verdict? The Aiper Surfer S1 is still a genuinely good pool skimmer. Solar powered, lightweight, easy to use, and does exactly what it promises. If you want reliable surface cleaning at a more accessible price point, the Surfer S1 delivers, and I recommend it. But the Aiper Surfer S2 is better in every single way. Faster coverage, smarter DTF navigation, SolarSeeker technology, 35 hours battery versus 12, finer 150 microfilter, side drawer basket that doesn't spill, edge cleaning, built-in chlorine dispenser, stuck alerts on your phone. Guys, it's not just an upgrade, but a completely different generation of product. I've had the Surfer S2 running my pool here on the Gold Coast for days without touching it once. Solar keeps it going, apps keep me forward, pool stays clean. For anyone with a pool that collects debris, leaves, pollens, bugs, wind-blown mess, the Surfer S2 is the one to get. And if you want a completely automated pool solution, pair the Surfer S2 with the Aiper Scuba X1 for the floors and walls. Between those two, you've got a fully self-managed pool system that takes care of itself while you get on with your day. And guys, if you still want the Aiper Surfer S1, still does a job, still a great surface cleaner, it just depends if you want the extra features. If you love this, check out the full videos where you can see the full videos of each of these. Thanks for watching today, guys, and hopefully the weather will get a bit nicer so I can jump back in the pool again. So it's Andy here. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification button, and I'll see you in the next